because every moment is fleeting. So maybe we'll just work with that today, is, you know, enjoy the process. Yeah, I like it, Kathy. All right, well, with that in mind, totally different than where I was going, but we're gonna go there. Find a comfortable seat here on your mat. And give yourself this freedom to shift around for these first few moments. Maybe you notice your neck is a little tight or you're slouching over. You need to yawn. Just taking a few moments here without feeling that need to hold structure. Eventually settling into a more or less comfortable seat. And then softening around the structure you've created here. So you're relaxing through the jaw, softening through the shoulders, allowing your sit bones to root into the earth so there's some heaviness in your foundation. Legs and arms are soft, resting. And anywhere else you feel that additional tension, seeing if you can let go a layer, 2, 3, 4. If you haven't already, begin to weave in your breath here. So very intentionally draw the breath in using the muscles at the back of your throat. Noticing that pause as you're full, and very intentionally exhaling out the nose, emptying yourself out. Noticing that emptiness at the bottom of the exhale. And then beginning anew with that fresh oxygen, breathing into your body. Just kind of getting into a rhythm this morning that works with your body. So keeping your breath going, amp it up a little bit so your breath here is supporting you, but also the people around you. So we're collectively supporting one another with our breath this morning. And then with that breath, start to weave in this intention. Weaving in this concept of enjoying the process, enjoying the moment, dropping into what's present. And as your mind wanders and your experience wanders, come back to your body, really hone in on enjoying where you are in this moment. And sometimes enjoying isn't that enjoyable, right? Sometimes the challenge is the opportunity. A few more deep breaths here. Take a huge breath in, lift up as tall as you can. And exhale out the mouth, just releasing. Yeah, again, like that huge intentional breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Do that twice more at your own pace. inhale, sip in a little more breath than you've taken so far. This time at the top, hold full. Feeling that pause in your breath. And then as you're ready, exhale out the mouth, empty yourself back out. Do that twice more at your own pace. Now adding on even more. So this time adding a pause at the bottom of the exhale. So with your next inhale, draw in that long, slow inhale. Holding at the top. This time as you're ready, exhale out the mouth. Fold forward. You can prop yourself up. Once you're empty, stay empty. Draw belly in and up. And you'll just keep breathing it deep. When you're ready to inhale, release the belly, rise back up. Do this twice more at your own rhythm. End of that third round, come back upright. Lengthen taller through the crown of your head and come back into that Ujjayi breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. And slowly opening your eyes. I'm going to bring the feet out in front. You're welcome to stay up on a prop, though it may get challenging in a moment, so you may want to come off it. And there's some windshield wiper legs. On your exhale, lower the knees to one side. Inhale back through center. It's also called butterfly on a rock in these parts of the woods. I like that visualization more. And then coming back through center, extend the left leg forward so it's flat on the ground. Right ankle crosses over the thigh. So we're going to get a little bit into this right hip. So you get to choose the depth you're going to in this moment. So this could be a pretty deep stretch. And if that's the case, press down on the right thigh and just work there. If it's not much, then start to inch that left leg in until you start to feel the stretch. You don't want to go to that like, I can't breathe stretching place. You want to go to that first edge of resistance. And then you want to soften into it using that strong fluid breath for support. Yeah, and if you liked that movement, more of the mobility stance, you can bring a little bit of that into here as well. Release, and we'll switch sides so both legs once again go flat on the earth. This time left ankle hooks over the right thigh. Once again, this can be deep enough. You want to go about 70% into sensation, so maybe just pressing down on the knee or starting to inch that leg in. Wherever you end up here, open through the chest, so draw shoulder blades back, lift through the heart. Create some extra space in the chest and the front body. Yeah, good, Brittany. And if that movement feels good, go for it. And then release. Send both legs forward, give them a little shake out. Cross your ankles, come all the way forward onto hand. A little bit of cat-cow here. So on your inhale, scoop the chest forward and up. Opening to the belly, front body. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, arch the back body. And this can be where you work, shifting between cat-cow, or maybe you want to add on going all the way back to a child's pose, drawing through for an up dog or modified cobra, maybe some hip circles. This is your time to experiment and shift. Yeah, beautiful. Just feeling into your body. There's no wrong way to move here. I did bring around the consent coaster, so if you would like assists today, you can flip it to the yellow side. And if at any point you don't want assists, flip it back to the blue side. About 3 more breaths, just shifting, moving in any way that feels good to you in this moment. And then over the next breath or 2, make your way into your first inversion, downward facing dog. So you're going to tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Knees can be bent here, especially if your hamstrings or calves are talking to you this morning. And you can pedal it out or find more of a steady version of the pose. Yeah. Really tuning into your breath and knowing that this concept of down dog can really be taken in so many different forms and shapes. So if this version of down dog doesn't suit your body today, maybe down dog is on hands and knees, right? So you're finding what feels good to you so that you can sink into it a little bit more. Take a few more full breaths here. Exhale, bend your knees, start to walk your hands to the back of your mat so you arrive at a forward fold. Keep your feet wide so that you're not squishing your belly at all. And just hang out here for a few breaths. If your low back is speaking to you, keep your knees bent. If you're more in a modified squat position, let your head hang heavy. We'll take 2 more breaths here. So then gravity start opening up some of these habitually tight spots in our body. Release the arms if you have them interlaced. Inhale, slowly roll one vertebrae at a time up. And inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Maybe a little back bend if that feels good. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, open the arms back up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Knees can be bent here. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. And exhale, place your hands on the mat, walk your hands back forward. This time arriving all the way into a plank pose. Knees can come down for support. Exhale, slowly chaturanga. Inhale, maybe a heart lift, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward. Just notice, we'll take a few more breaths of down dog. Just notice what's shifted. And your body is starting to wake up here. And exhale, lower your knees to the earth. And don't worry, we're still doing core. Come all the way onto your back. You were like, oh no. Alright, grab hold of your prop and make sure, get on your back, grab hold of your prop, you guys know the drill. So it didn't actually work. Let's try it out. No. Time we're so busy. We're going to do a few breaths one way, 3 breaths here. Alright, take hold of that prop, place it in between your thighs. See, some of you are ready, some of you are avoiding what's coming next.
We're ready for instructions.
Oh yeah, you don't know what's happening, I'm sure. Right. Alright, interlace the hands behind your head. Now, knees can be be bent here, especially if your hamstrings or low back start to pull. Your feet can also stay on the ground, so finding what works for your body today. Take a huge breath, fill up your back body. You're not going to watch me because I'm not going to be doing it, but I'll do a little bit of it with you. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath, curl tailbone up, squeeze around your prop. Now exhale, head and shoulders lift. Yes, squeeze a little more. Pull low belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold that breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze strongly around your prop. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Good, Joanne. Exhale, pull low belly down. Inhale, relax head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze your prop strongly. Exhale. Head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Good breathing. Squeeze a little more. Draw belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale. Head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Good, Jen. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, relax head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, lower head and shoulders. Moving into gate opener. Take a deep breath. Spread it through the back body. Now you can do this with knees bent. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, left hand to prop. Keep the head and shoulders up. Straddle the legs. So your legs are either reaching out long or knees are bent like frog legs. Take a deep breath in here. Exhale, curl tailbone. Reach out through inner thighs. Pull belly down. You've got it. Inhale, legs back together. Lower head and shoulders. Deep breath into the back body. Hold the breath. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, right hand to prop. Straddle the legs. Exhale, curl tailbone. Reach out through thighs. Pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together. Lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a second time. Good. Pull belly down. Inhale, left hand to prop. Straddle. Exhale, curl tailbone. Reach out through thighs. Pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together. Lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Shoulder blades lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, right hand to prop. Straddle. Exhale, curl tailbone. Reach out through thighs. Pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together. Lower head and shoulders. One more round here. Hold the breath. Make it your best. Curl tailbone up. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale, left hand to prop. Straddle. Exhale, curl tailbone. Reach out through thighs. Pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together. Lower head and shoulders. Hold the breath. Press mid back in the mat. Curl tailbone. Squeeze. Exhale, head and shoulders lift. Squeeze a little more. Pull belly down. Inhale. Right hand to prop. Straddle. Exhale, tuck tailbone. Reach out as strongly as you can. Pull belly down. Inhale, legs back together and release. That was the fastest I've ever seen you guys lower your legs. Impressive. Set your prop aside. Let's do that full body stretch. Legs come out, length wide on the mat. Arms reach overhead. Just pull yourself apart here. Then exhale, lower your arms to your sides. We'll set up for a bridge pose. So you're welcome to use your prop for additional support, either in between your thighs or under your hips. Make sure your knees are directly over your heels, feet about hip width apart. On your inhale, peel your spine away from the mat, lifting into bridge. Now check in. How does this feel on your body? If you're getting pinching or resistance that's more than just a stretch, can you modify the pose so it works with your body in this moment? Yeah, and then amp up your breath again. Yeah, that's it. Really get that wave of breath going, supporting you. And perhaps close your eyes here so you feel that support from inside. Really pressing down strongly. Can you create a little more lift? Yeah. And can you soften a little more around the belly? So the breath can easily flow in. I'm going to take 4 more deep breaths here. What space can you tap into? Last full breath. With your exhale, slowly lower the hips back down onto the earth. Release the back body here, either pressing the thighs away or how your knees towards chest. And slowly roll over onto your left side. With the strength of your arms, press your way up to a seat. And come all the way forward to forearms and knees, setting up for our dolphin of the day. So actually, we're going to change that up. We're not going to do dolphin yet. We're going to do turbo dog to start. So palms stay on the ground. I almost forgot about this one today. Elbows come right above the earth. So you're going to bend the elbows so they're hovering above the ground. And then squeeze the forearms together like you're trying to pop an invisible balloon. You should feel that spreading across the upper back, that intensity building in the chest and the armpits. This is turbo puppy, so you're welcome to stay in your puppy version. Or if you want a little more umph, curl the toes under, hips go up like down dog, but you're going to keep the elbows bent. Now it's natural to want to straighten the arms, resist that temptation. Come down to your knees before you straighten the arms. We're going to hang out here 3 more breaths, not too much, either in turbo dog or turbo puppy. Get that breath super amplified, supporting the intensity. And then exhale, knees and forearms down to the ground. The best part of turbo dog and turbo puppy is they make dolphin feel a lot easier. So, elbows directly under shoulders, forearms parallel, or if you want some additional shoulder support, clasp your hand at the top of the mat. Take a huge breath, spread across the back of your heart. Exhale, tuck your toes under, hips reach up to the sky up for a dolphin. Knees can be bent here. It's more important to have that straight, long spine. Extending the hips to sky. Yes, that's it. Really lifting through the core. And notice where you're harboring unnecessary tension. Maybe turning your head a little bit, yes and no. Opening and closing the jaw. You can always exhale out the mouth if it gets too much. On your next inhale, extend the left leg up to the sky. Spreading the toes, reach the leg high. Feel how that leg can lighten the load in the shoulder by just reaching strongly. Good. Exhale, slowly lower the left foot. Inhale, right leg extends up to the sky. Yes, awesome. Good, Kathy. Spread the toes, press through either the heel or the ball of the foot. Exhale, lower the right foot down. 3 more breaths in your dolphin. You've got it. Feel the intensity. And then exhale, ease the knees to the earth. Child's pose, puppy or embryo. So releasing your hips towards the back. Arms extend forward or along your sides. Take a few breaths, just letting the earth hold you here. Yes. Can you release or let go of a layer, 2? Taking just a few more breaths, softening. Releasing. Inhale, rise up to hands and knees. At your own pace, make your way back to downward facing dog. Take a huge breath in and down dog. Exhale out the mouth. Yeah, once more like that at your own pace. Your next inhale, gaze up in between your hands. Exhale, step or hop lightly to the top of your mat, arriving in your forward fold. Inhale, half a lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it back in. Again, like that, inhale, spinal extension. Exhale to fold it in. This time, rise all the way up. Arms reach overhead with that inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Let's flow through some classical suns here. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold into Annastasia. Knees can bend as you dive. Inhale, step left foot back, lunge. Your choice this morning, lunge or low lunge, so need to be lifted or lowered. Inhale, lift the chest. Hands can be on this right thigh, or the arms can extend to the sky. We're going to hang out here for a few breaths. You can always add padding under that knee. On your exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Knees can always be down for extra support. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra or up dog. Perfect. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale, step left foot to the top of your mat. Lunge or low lunge. Lift through the chest. Maybe one or both arms extend to the sky. You settle a little deeper while still keeping the legs strong and supportive. Good. Soften the shoulders. There you go. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up to standing, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Let's flow through this. Inhale, re-extend the arms. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Knees can bend as you dive. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Keep the inhale going, lift and open through the torso. Exhale, hands to the earth, step to plank. Knees can be lifted or lower, and you can go directly to down dog or flow with me, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in and down dog. Exhale, step right foot forward, lunge or low lunge, lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up, arms reach tall. Exhale, hands to heart, center. Continuing this flow, inhale, re-extend. Yes, move with your breath. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the mat, step to plank. Your choice, directly to down dog or flow, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, perfect. Draw shoulder blades back. Exhale to down dog. On your next exhale, step left foot forward, lunge. Lift and open. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do one more round here. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Lift and open. Going at your own pace. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step to plank. Continue the exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Shoulder blades back. Exhale to downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale, step right foot through. Lunge. Open it up. Exhale, hands to the earth, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart, mountain pose. Close your eyes. And you can rest your arms by your sides if you prefer. Just taking a moment, letting this energy shift throughout the body. Noticing the heat that started to build internally. Release your arms if they aren't already by your sides. Your next inhale, float them back up to the sky. You're welcome to keep the eyes closed. Exhale, sit back to chair pose, Utkatasana. Yeah, so feet are, for most of you, hip width apart or closer together. If you've got a belly in the way, you can spread them longer, or wider rather. So a little bit deeper so you start to feel that feedback from your thighs. Lift the heart a little bit more, yes. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, spinal extension, that halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. We're gonna let gravity do a little lengthening of the spine. So interlace hand and opposite elbow. Just hang for a few breaths. Your exhale, release the arms to the earth. Inhale, half a lift, extending the spine. Plant your hands to the mat. Step your way back to plank pose. Now knees can come down for support at any time. But keep the core tucked so you still feel that strength at your center line. Awesome. Now from here you have two choices. You can go directly up and back to down dog, or you can flow vinyasa. Now if you're working with the vinyasa, you're gonna go really slow. Hug the elbows towards the sides. Shoulder blades draw onto the back, so your chest is leading here. Come down till you've got that 90-degree angle with the elbows. Then scoop the chest through for up dog. Now we're going to stay here. Notice how your shoulders want to come forward. Draw them back, lift through the heart. Yes, on your exhale, press back downward. Take a deep breath in when you're down dog. Exhale out the mouth. Yeah, that was awesome. Let's all follow that. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out the mouth. Okay, we'll get stronger as we move through these. On your inhale, float the left side up to the sky. Spread your toes, reach that leg long. So just like we did in dolphin, your leg becomes an extension of your spine. And if you reach through it, then the load will lighten in the shoulders. Relax your head. On your exhale, draw that left leg through. We're going to rise up to a warrior two. Back heel, roots down. Inhale, rise up, facing the window side. Release your arms down in front of you. Take some shoulder shrugs here. So huge breath into the back of the heart. Hold that breath with your shoulders straight out. Straight back, keep squeezing. Exhale, drag the shoulder blades down the spine. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug mid-shoulder blades towards spine, pull down. Inhale into the upper back. Exhale, hug bottom tips of shoulder blades, bend elbows. Bring elbows towards one another, pull down. Release the arms, roll off the shoulders. We're doing one more round like that. Take a deep breath into the back of the heart. Shoulders go up as high as you can. Pull them straight back, keep squeezing. Exhale, drag them down. Yes. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, draw middle shoulder blades towards spine. So your shoulders stay in line with the upper back. Exhale, pull the shoulder blades down. Inhale across the upper back. Exhale, bend elbows. Draw bottom tips of shoulder blades, elbows towards spine, pull it all down. And then release the arms, roll out the shoulders. Archer, warrior two. Float your arms back up. This time reach the left arm to the sky. Bend the left elbow, bring your right hand to that left elbow to start. And this can be where you work. This can be a nice stretch here. Or take that right hand, wrap it behind your back, clasping hands or clothing. If you have a strap handy, you can use that. And then come deeper into your lunge because you can, yeah. Lift up in the chest, and then soften the shoulders away from your ears, yes. Breathe into the space you've created here in the shoulders. Inhale, unwind the arms. Flip the left palm to the sky. We're going to reverse the warrior. Reach up and back, opening this left side body. Right hand can start on the right hip for support, or perhaps starts working its way down that right leg. If you love the bind, you can take that. But as Forrest said in her workshops here, I invented this pose, and this is the way you're supposed to do it. So I thought that was hilarious. It was super sassy. Keep drawing that left knee forward, create space in the left side body. Moving into a neck stretch, reach just the left arm towards the front of the room. Head hangs heavy towards the right shoulder. If you don't feel much, then shift around the position of your hand or your head till you feel a stretch in that left shoulder, left neck. Maybe opening and closing the jaw here. Reach through the left hand, rise back up, warrior two, and then exhale, release the arms behind you, interlace the fingers. Lift up through the chest. Now you're welcome to stay right here, working on this shoulder stretch. Or working with me, coming into ostrich pose. Exhale, dive forward, bringing the torso to the inside of the left leg. Clasp hands, reach away from the hips if that feels okay on the shoulders. Let the head hang heavy. Increase the breath flow into the sensation. Exhale, lower the claps. Everybody bring your hands all the way down to the earth. Head to ankle prep, or as Anne, who I miss dearly, used to call it. I know I haven't seen her either, it's sad. Head to ankle hell. I always think of her in this pose. So right hand to the inner diagonal of that right foot. Left hand to the inside of that left thigh. Start to press the left thigh forward and away. You're going to keep bending that left knee as much as possible. The more you bend it, the more intense this pose will be. Yeah, so you're going to lean away from the left leg, press into the left leg, get a little more leverage. We're going to take 3 more breaths here. It is a super intense pose, hence the name head to ankle hell. On your exhale, release. Straighten out the left leg. Parallel the inner edges of your feet for Prasarita Padottanasana. It's wide-legged forward fold. On your inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale, just fold it in. And you can take any variation you like here with the torso. So you can bring hands to the ground, you can clasp hands behind you. Nicely, so finding a version that works for your body here. Once again, letting gravity help open you up. A light squeeze of inner thighs towards one another. Where else can you let go? Release the arms if they're not already on the ground. Inhale, come up halfway lift so your spine extends. And you're going to walk your hands back to the top of your mat so you arrive in a lunge once again. Moving into a spinal twist. Right hand stays on the earth or a prop, and the left arm reaches up to the sky. Beautiful. Keep that breath going strong, lifting. Oh, so you're going to actually switch your legs. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Perfect. Reaching up through that left hand, opening through the left shoulder. Use your core to take you deeper into this twist. Going for a little more space in the chest. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Step your way back. Your choice, you can go directly to down dog or flow through that vinyasa at your own pace. We'll all meet up in downward facing dog. This time we're going to do a soft lions. So taking a deep breath in. Exhale, let a soft growl out the mouth. Once more this time, stick your tongue out. Deep breath in. Exhale, soft lion. Inhale, float the right leg up to the sky. Spread the toes, reach that leg long. Try to take some weight out of the shoulders and wrists by pressing through that right foot. Yeah. One more inhale, maybe the leg lifts a little higher. Yes. Exhale, without momentum, step that right foot through. Rise up to warrior two. Take a moment to situate here. Taking kite hop on this side. On your inhale, flip the palms to the sky. Your thumbs are going to lead. Exhale, start to roll through the hands, the shoulders, slight tip of the chest. Inhale, thumbs lead, start to unwind. Open it back up. This time, shoulder blades draw down the back. Perfect. On your exhale, round to the upper back. Inhale to open it back up. Keep that rhythm going with your breath. Two more rounds. Slow and controlled. You want to go really slow even though you want to move fast. Yeah, feel all those little muscles working for you. Coming back up, stay this time. Moving into Archer Warrior 2. Extend that right arm to the sky. Bend your elbow. Bring your left hand to the elbow to start. This can be where you stay. Or take that left arm, wrap it behind your back. Clasp hands, wrap clothing, whatever is reachable. Notice here how naturally you want to push the belly out. It's funny how our body can compensate. So draw the belly in, so you've got a stacked spine. Let the stretch and the mobility happen in the shoulders. Fill this pose up with breath. Inhale, release, arms re-extend. Reverse warrior, flip that right palm to the sky. Exhale, reach up and back, opening this right side of your torso. Full deep breaths. Imagine your breath is unwinding some of the tightness in the obliques. Letting that come all the way down into that right hip joint. All the way up into the shoulder, armpit. Moving into a neck stretch, reach the right arm towards the front of the room. Let the head hang towards the left shoulder. Shift around the head and hand until you feel a delicious stretch in the side of your neck. And then weave the breath into it. Reach through the right arm, come back up. Exhale, release both arms behind you, interlace the fingers. Deep breath, lift up to the heart. You're welcome to stay here or dive it forward, moving into ostrich pose. Torso coming to the inside of that right leg. Clasp hands, lift away from the hips. Head is heavy towards the ground. And you can check in with the head and make sure you're not holding tension by turning the head yes and no, and then letting it hang towards the ground. Breathe into sensation. Exhale, lower the clasp, release your hands to the ground. Head to ankle held. Walk the left hand to the back of your mat. Right hand comes to the inside of the right thigh. Start to press that right thigh forward and away. Lean the rest of your body towards the left side. So you're still in that warrior two stance with your right knee bent. Yeah, there you go. Press that thigh away, 3 more breaths. And depending on where you're tighter, you're either feeling this in the hip, the inner thigh, or the obliques. If you're not feeling much, bend that right knee more. Release, straighten out the right leg. Both hands to the inside of the legs. Turn the right toes around so the inner edges of your feet are parallel. Prasarita Padottanasana, this wide-legged forward fold. This time, walk your hands towards the left foot. And it may just be the left hand that can reach your foot, but if you can, with both hands, grab hold of the ankle, foot, shin, wherever you can reach. And then draw that right elbow down, start to turn towards the left leg. This can be where you stay, it's called flank stretch. Or add a little more, extend the left arm up to the sky for a deeper twist. Or even more, wrap that left arm behind your back, lean away from the left leg as you twist for a spin effects variation, which is apparently an Australian bird. A few more deep breaths here. Whatever variation you're in, that's the perfect place to be for your body in this moment. If your left arm is wrapped behind you, release. Bring both hands back down to the mat. Halfway lift with your inhale. And we'll simply switch sides. Walk both hands over to that right foot. Grab hold of the leg wherever you can with one or both arms. This can be where you stay, flank stretch. Reaching the left elbow to the ground, pulling apart and twisting. Or taking it deeper, reach the right arm to the sky. Deeper still, right arm can wrap behind your back, and you'll lean away from the right leg, deepening that twist. Few more breaths here. Let the head hang, regardless of the version you're in. If your arm is wrapped behind your back, re-extend. Exhale, lower both hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, extend the spine. And then walk your hands back to the top of your mat. So your right toes are in front. All toes pointing forward, moving into our spinal twist. Left hand on the ground or a block. Right hand either on the right thigh or right arm extends up to the sky for a deeper variation. Lift through your heart. Yeah, draw that right shoulder blade on the back. Breathe into the space available in this twist. Keep filling up that right shoulder with breath. You can always come down for support, 2 more breaths. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Step back. Your choice, directly into down dog or flow through that vinyasa, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart for cobra or up dog. Shoulder blades back. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in and down dog. Exhale, soft lines. One more like that, deep breath in. Exhale, soft lines. There we go. Inhale, rise up to your tippy toes. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, extending the spine. Exhale to fold it back in. And inhale, come all the way upright. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, take your mat and move to a wall. So we're going to use these 3 because That one has electrical and windows on it. So you want your mat skinny width facing the baseboard. You don't need a ton of space. You can come over here, over there. Lots of space. Come up here, but you might be on camera, so I'd recommend one of these two walls just because you'll have a little more space to move and it will be less challenging. Cool. Yeah, perfect. All right. Starting with a heart opener on the wall. So you're going to turn so the left side body is facing the wall. Left side of your body. Okay, we're good. Left side facing the wall. That's right. That's right. All right, step the left foot forward, right foot back. So you're in a warrior one stance. Yep, okay. Now, bring the left hand up in line with the shoulder. Come down into your warrior. If you're feeling too close to the wall, enjoy. You should be at least 6 inches from the baseboard with that left foot. Now take the right hand, cross it over the chest. Start to turn slightly towards the center of the room with the heart. Does anyone not feel this stretching in the shoulder? All right, excellent. Breathe into that stretch. Lifting through that left side of the chest. Now imagine your breath is going all the way out to the left hand. Heating the palm up with your breath. 2 more breaths here. Now listen carefully. Release the left arm. Turn towards the center of the room. So you're in that Prasarita sort of stance. And then you're just going to keep turning so now the right toes are forward. And you're in your warrior one. Right hand back in line with the shoulder. Take that left hand across the chest. Start to turn slightly towards the center of the room. Breathing, so your head doesn't have to turn, the heart is what's turning. And it's a very subtle turn, especially if your chest muscles are tight. Breathe into that right hand. About 4 more breaths here. Release. Turn back towards the center of the room. Heel toe your feet back together. Shower pose. Funky name, but it feels lovely. So you're going to turn to the wall. Hands are going to come up a little bit higher than your head. You're going to inch the feet away from the wall so you get an L shape with the torso. Press the hips back, chest towards the ground. Now there's a few options here. Option 1, you let gravity stretch open the chest by really pressing the chest towards the earth. That bothers your shoulders, wrap through the shoulders just like you would in dolphin. Tuck tailbone, so you've got a little more strength work here. Still engaging through the core and the chest muscles. So you choose a version that works best for you. About 5 total breaths here. Keep pressing the hips back. Regardless of the version you're in, you're still engaging the core slightly. Inhale, bend the knees, walk your way back up. All right, forward fold at the wall. So, watch up here first, and then we'll move into it together. You're going to come about 1 foot to 2 feet away from the wall. Come into your forward fold. Your legs are going to be close together, my legs cannot be. You're going to inch till your upper back gets against the wall, and you're going to lean into it. And you're just going to let gravity help open up the legs and the back body. Those of you that are on the electrical outlet, kind of play around with it. You may need to come over to this wall if your back is hitting that electrical outlet. Knees can be bent as much as necessary. You want the upper back in between the shoulder blades to press against the wall. Yeah. And then push your weight into the wall. So if the wall was not there, you'd be somersaulting forward. Trust the wall is not going to move. We're going to hang out here for a few more breaths. Let the arms be ridiculously heavy. All your weight is in the upper back, pressing into that wall. Nice. To come out of the pose, shift more of the weight into your hands, tip the weight back to your heels, then roll your way up, right? All right, one more wall hurrah. You get to choose between down dog at the wall or dolphin at the wall. Now, if going upside down is not going to work for your shoulders or your body today, I'll show you another option in a moment. But working with down dog or dolphin at the wall, don't do it quite yet. You get to watch and see if I'm capable of this today. I haven't tried it yet. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to measure where the heels are. That's going to be where either the palms of your hands or the elbows are going to go. So you choose down dog or dolphin. From here, you tuck toes under, shorten the stance of dolphin or down dog. Then the feet are going to lift up hip height, bend the knees a lot to start, and then start to straighten out the legs coming into the L shape. Hey, I can do it. That's exciting. From here, you can stay here, which is the harder version, or extend one leg up to the sky, take a few breaths, and then switch. A few breaths here. If you still have keep the feet on the wall for a little longer, then come down. Take a well-deserved child's pose. So we're going to hang out here for 10 breaths. Call me over if going upside down is not okay on your shoulders. Okay, cool. I'll come help you. Try it out, see what's possible. 10 breaths total. You can come in and out of the pose a couple times. That can include your child's pose. All right, so you're going to work with Pigeon. So, right, let's do it for one side to there. And then you're going to turn so your whole process to the inside leg. And then here's you can see. So everything to the inside. Like this, and you're just going to hang. Yeah, that's good. Cool. So you got to find it out and then switch sides. Awesome. Yeah. Got it. Awesome, you guys. Now amp up your breath so you're supporting the pose. Nice. Keep lifting the hips like this. Yeah, tuck tailbone a little bit. That's it. You feel that difference? Keep breathing. If you can't breathe, come down out of the pose. Bring your hips more over your shoulders. There we go. That's it. Walk you a little bit further down the wall. Yeah, there you go. Now bring your hips more over your shoulders. Breathe. Yeah. And then bring your feet down. All right, if you're not in child's pose yet, take a child's pose. Feel the earth hold you. Inhale, ease up to hands and knees. Exhale, curl your toes under for a shortened down dog. Inhale, extend the left leg up. Press the foot into the wall. That can be a nice right hamstring, right calf stretch as well. On your next exhale, thread the left leg through for pigeon on this side. If pigeon this way does not feel good and you want to make sure you're not pushing into the belly with your foot, then you're going to come onto your back and take that recline variation that Kathy is so kindly demoing for us. Otherwise, you're going to fold forward, relaxing over that left leg, diving into the hip stretch. I'm going to take 5 breaths here. Softening. Where else can you let go? Last full breath here. And then slowly ease your way back upright. Take your time, but we'll all meet up in downward facing dog. So that means you need a few cat-cows or vinyasa. Kathy, if you want to sit on your back, you can. So once you arrive back in downward facing dog, inhale that right leg back up to the wall. Press the foot into the wall, press your hands into the earth. Use that resistance to open yourself up. Exhale, thread the right leg through for pigeon on this. Taking that recline variation, especially if you feel a pinching in your joints at all, or a stressing out of the hips or the back body, it's a good indicator to come onto your back. Or if you don't feel a stretch in your hip because there's so much sensation, then that's another indicator to come on your back. Keep the breath long and supportive. Inhale, walk your way back up. This time, shift the weight into your right hip, wrap that left leg around. Now you have a choice. You can come onto your back so that the crown of your head is facing the wall, or you can spin around so that your legs are facing the wall. The reason to have your legs face the wall is if you'd like to scoot closer, you can work with Shavasana, legs up the wall. That's really good for the low back. So taking your version of Shavasana, if none of those sound good to you, take a version that does. Let your arms rest by your sides. Let your breath fall back to its natural cadence. Surrendering. Letting go here. Just being. For these last few moments of class. press your way back up to a seat. Inhale to float your arms back up to the sky. Exhale, hands gather back, heart to center. Just take a moment thanking yourself, thanking your body. Feeling into